Let's talk about food waste. Let's talk about a pumpkiner, and let's talk about what we can do, what we can actually solve by just doing something called eating. If it looks like I'm absolutely off my banana, I've just spray painted a bench and the fumes are making me feel a little bit fruity, so bear with me. One of the most approachable ingredients in the world, pasta. We're gonna do a pumpkin pasta. Do you know how many pumpkins were wasted last year, or not eaten, carved and not eaten? Answers on a postcard. 12 million. What happens is you have a kid and you go, oh, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. You can also draw on it like this. Pumpkin carved. Well done, everyone. Halloween is done. Carve a pumpkin. I'll show you how to do it and then move on. But actually use it. Maybe do it the night before. Just put one candle in there and go, wow, well done, everyone. And then we chop it up and eat it, okay? Don't not eat it. This thing is a white something pumpkin. It's probably going to be very weird, but we're going to try it, all right? So, a sausagey, sage, spinach, pumpkin pasta, right? It's got loads of wonderful lessons in there. Roasting things, building flavour, salty snags. How do you work with that? How do you balance that? How do you use the fat in that to make it sexy? Sage, because it's one of the most wonderful things, and spinach, because Popeye loves it. Right, don't need the eggs, they're there just because I unpack the shopping. Should we get cooking? Ladies and gentlemen, when attacking a pumpkin, please be sensible. Cut around, nice and gentle, small cuts, small knife. But I'm literally just gonna split this little sister sledge down the middle. Heel of the knife, this section here is where the power. Normally this part here is dainty bits, okay? So if you're gonna attack something like this, use the heel, bosh it in, straight down the middle. Okay, and then what you can do, hand flat on top, just give it a wobble, 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 tip in, and then you're just gonna push the heel down. Remember, it's not a very straight object, so be sensible. Work around. Look at that! That looks absolutely flavourless. I wonder if you're going to taste of anything. These seeds we'll keep and put into a bowl. Flat edge is the safest thing to do. Again, straight down the middle, push, hand on top, no slipping. I've seen chefs push off the edge and slice their hands. So here we go. Break it down into manageable pieces. Right, then I'm just going to it's almost like a melon. I actually think this is going to taste of absolutely nothing. Francis, my editor, messaged me and went, Mark, do something with pumpkins because it's Halloween. And I bought this one. The most un-Halloweeny thing. It's like, ugh, and scary. So the skin of the pumpkin can be consumed. I'm just gonna chuckle this in here for a minute and we'll deal with you later. I'm just gonna block these down into like nice chunks. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we're actually gonna put all that to one side because I cannot be arsed. Just because I'm putting it there does not mean I'm not gonna use it. So calm down, everyone. Right, this is gonna need a little bit of McLovin. Really expensive olive oil just because I'm so bougie. Nice bit of salt. And then we'll have a think in a minute. In the oven to cook. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just made an amazing bowl of pasta. Please like and subscribe and follow because it really does help me out. And I hope you enjoy the video. Love you all. Let's get this girl over here. God, it must be well fun being like Jamie Oliver or something, having someone to do this for you. That is so wonky. All right, pan goes on. So the sausages, what are they? If you bought a flavoursome sausage, like maybe you got like a caramelised onion sausage, well done you. You're gonna have a wonderful bit of flavour. I'm gonna go 4 sausages. And then just like squeeze them out into like turds like that. Ooh. Have a bit of fun with it. It's always a laugh, isn't it? Ooh. Snip it off. These will turn into like little crispy nuggets. You can break them down a bit more into like little mincy bits if you want. Right, that's always tasty, the little franger bangers. Stick them in the corner. Pasta in the back. Salty water. These are called campanelli. There we go, lovely stuff. You go there, you're boiling away. Right, let's get a little bit of lube into here to get this whole girls going. Quality. I've got 1 garlic clove. I'm sure I have more garlic here somewhere. Oh, it's in the camping mug. So I'm just gonna slice these. Doesn't have to be perfect. Here we go. Look, nice bit of colour. There's always like when you cook sausages, it's like you can pop them straight in the oven, but it's always nice to fry them a little bit to get a bit of colour. That colour is flavour, caramelisation of proteins. If you don't do that, then you're just gonna have like a boiled sausage. It's not too bad, quite like a boiled sausage. Okay, so when the cameras are off, I decided to bust up the sausages just to sort of like make them turn into sort of a bit of a crumb. And then my flavours that I was thinking of, like think of the sausages, yummy, like salty pork, the garlic's gonna go in, and then I was like, ooh, pumpkin. I was thinking of being the vibrancy colour, but it's albino as anything. I thought what I'd do is I'll get some tomato puree, bit of cream, bit of parmesan, build those flavours, bit of sage, bit of roasted, and that, oh yeah, all sounds good to me. So I want to keep the flavour of the garlic like a little bit kind of raw, so I like that kind of punch through it. So always remember, if you're cooking things like tomatoes, just try and fry off your tomato puree or your tomato paste as best as possible. And also what I want you to think is flavours as things are going on. Like I can use my nose and I can smell that tomato puree is very tart. Then you've got your salty sausage. Talk to yourself, salty sausage, pungent garlic. What else have we got going on there? Not a lot in a minute. So fry it off. Get a little bit of smoked paprika in there. This way, Mark. What's this one? This is the sweet one. Sweet, smoky flavours. Oh, it's such a good smell when it hits. Right, then double cream. And then probably going to go in with a touch of pasta water towards the end. But I'm just going to let this bubble away for a little bit. And we'll be back. Hello, my little friends. Hello, we're rolling. So what I'm going to do here is, these are the guts, obviously. These things are called pumpkin seeds. So, you know when you go into a health shop and pay loads of money for a pumpkin seed, this is them. So we might as well spend a little bit of time picking through them. Doesn't have to be too perfect because we all have a life. Then into here, just pop that there. I was going to give myself a nice lug of oil. Can toast these off in the oven to dry them out, but I kind of like to give them a little fry so they start to pop a little bit. And we'll make a nice little topper with some sage. So let these tickle away for a little bit. Just waiting on that pumpkin. Should be back in a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Here's my pumpkin seeds. Took one of these out of the oven. I don't know what. Even though they look like, they taste like nothing, they actually taste like something. And they're actually really delicious. I'm excited about this dish. Yeah. Sage, one of my absolute favourite herbs, but I don't use it that much. So I just do a very loose break of the stalk. I can't be asked to pick for it too much. If I was working in a restaurant, you'd get sacked, but we're not working in a restaurant, ladies and gentlemen, so it doesn't matter. Chop this up and then pop that in with your pumpkin seeds here. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little nick of butter in here and then sort of like slowly fry the sage to release a little bit of their flavours. Then, sound like Ramsay then, all right, yeah, right, in with the smoked salt, that's right, yeah. Little bit of smoked salt, starting to smell a bit like Amsterdam in here, because I always think that was sage. Oh, I turned it off. That's why it's not doing anything, idiot. I'm gonna stick that on the back on a low. Right, so pumpkin is looking beautiful. This, all we're gonna do now, in with the pasta, and then we can really see how this little sister sledge goes. Oh yeah. Your pumpkin can go in. They've still got a bit of a bite to them. They're not like soft, so you can still be a little bit aggressive with it. And this is the point where you can think about the flavours. Now, if you think of like squash or pumpkin, once roasted, it goes really lovely and sweet. So you've got your salty sausage, some garlic, some cream, a bit of tomato puree, and then you've got your smoked paprika. So at the minute, you got to think that's kind of well balanced once it's seasoned. It's going to hit quite a lot of the notes. Is it going to need some acidity through it? I don't think so. Maybe the tomatoes will bring a bit of that acidity. Right, cheese goes in. This looks wallet. This looks absolutely wallet. Right, you need to have a little taste. Oh, fuck. I wish you could taste that. It's so like mild and creamy. There's nothing really that you kind of go, oh, that's aggressive. That is absolutely wallet. Right, chuck some spinach through it, wilt that down, put a lid on it. I haven't got a lid. I haven't got a lid. Here's our little topper. Have a little taste. Well, I'm gonna let that wilt down and I'm gonna come back and oh, I said I was gonna have a clean down, I couldn't be bothered. All I did was wander over there, looked in the bin and went, wow, you're a nice guy, Mark. Right, so look, you still got these little frangers in there. They're like, you know, like the old Parmesan. You put Parmesan into a risotto and it permeates the flavour. Right, so then get yourself a nice porcione. Man, if you motherfuckers waste any pumpkin at Halloween, you can, I'd say, go to hell, but that's a bit rich, isn't it? Just eat it. Bit more Parmesan, because every pasta needs a bit more Parmesan. You want to go in there with a bit of chilli? Go on then. If you don't want to, don't have to. You do what you want to do with it. Look at this. This mental little zero waste topper you can do while you're making the thing. For me, that's a good dish. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry if I swore and got all excited about that dish, but that is what it's all about. A simple bowl, sausage pasta, well thought through, salty, sweet, no waste pumpkin. You've got sage, you've got your seeds. That is, man, that is like winter/autumn in a bowl. Ladles and jelly spoons, I love you all. It's this little pumpkin here that's been hanging out. If you feel like it's a little bit mental to sort of do the whole thing, cut it up into cubes, put it in the freezer and just wait for another day. Roast it all down, turn it into a puree, put that through it. It's honestly, like, I don't give a if you waste these little stringy bits. Go for it, go on, get rid of them. Seeds, you know, I can go, oh, that's a little bit naughty, but you can, it's not gonna save the world, but they are beautiful roasted up. This main thing, if you waste that, so I'll come around your house. Won't say what I'd do to you, make you cook. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to say like and subscribe. If you make it to the end of this video, please like and subscribe and follow and all that kind of jazz. Love you all.